Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 Game Day. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Jim. We got Tyler. What is up, everybody?
What's going on? It's an exciting day today. Let's see some Paul Skenes action.
You know what I realized? I feel like 90% of our NS9 Game Day so far have been a Paul Skenes game. And today's no different now as we enter for the first one in 2024.
Yeah, pretty much. We only have maybe one or two that haven't involved Paul Skenes.
I know, right?
So let's run it back, baby.
Run it back. Yeah, things you love to see. Paul Skenes.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the sentence right there. That's the end of it. Punctuation, all of it. We get to see Paul Skenes pitch today, fellas.
Yes, but this glorious game is what brings us here. So the Pirates are facing the Orioles. It's the Spring Breakout game. It's basically it's the game that kicks it off for the entire series, I guess, if you want to call it here, over the next few days. And like what I mean, it's a pretty interesting game. I mean, we know the Orioles are stacked. The Pirates have an upper farm, definitely stacked on the pitching side. The downside to this, though, we'll talk a little bit here. Harrington, Solometo, supposed to be pitching, two of the top pitching prospects, not named Paul Skenes, in the Pirates system. Not going to be pitching today, unfortunately, due to injury, I think, with Harrington. And then Solometo has the flu that's been going around Bradenton. Yeah. But regardless, a very interesting game. Some good prospects here. What are you guys hoping to see?
Yeah, I think with me, we've seen the main guys for the most part, like Skenes and Termar. We get to see Bubba Chandler in action today. So like those big guys are going to be cool to see again. But you know, we've seen them. I'm really looking forward to some of the guys in the lower levels that we haven't really seen a whole lot from. Like on the pitching side, like someone like Hunter Barco. Like I haven't seen Hunter Barco pitch since college, right? So like what's Hunter Barco look like right now in March of 2024? On the offensive side, there's some exciting people too. Lonnie White Jr., Yordani De Los Santos, some lower level hitters. Jack Brannigan, another guy who, you know, we've seen a lot of him this spring, but yeah, and then on the Orioles side too. I mean, hey, Jackson Holiday is just a stud. So you gotta like that too.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing not getting to see Harrington and Solometo. Good that Solometo's just a illness type of deal. A little concerning for Harrington, but I think Jim already mentioned him. Lonnie White Jr. is a guy I really want to see today. He's a guy I don't think I've been very high on. Obviously, one of them big bonus guys. Came out real raw baseball wise, and he's put together some really strong performances when he's been healthy. So just interested to see how he looks this year compared to where he's been the last couple years, with him just being so raw and getting so few at bats due to the injuries.
And that's a very good point. He has a big year ahead of him. I think we talked a little bit about this. He was part of that famous draft class, right? That Ben Cherington swooped in and like signed all these guys that no one thought could happen. Lonnie White Jr. was a big part of that. Very athletic, going to play football at Penn State, I believe. Turns that down, plays baseball for the Pirates. And injuries, like you said, have kind of derailed him, you know? So how does he respond losing those years of development? And so this mainly like the first taste you see of 2024 from him. So yeah, kind of a big stage. And that's what's nice about this game too. Like it's highlighting all these prospects. You know, I mean, they're in minor league camp, some of major league camp, reassigned back to minor league. So you saw them maybe on like spring training games, the few that you got to see here and there. And then they're off to the minor leagues after this. But now, like, this is the game that a lot of people are watching, right? National TV. It's being hyped up. They're on the big stage. So it's kind of cool for them. Again, I really like this and enjoy this for. But yeah, Lonnie White Jr. And I feel like the same thing, like the young guys, but I really want to see Tamar also. I'm just super excited about Tamar Johnson. We've seen the spring that he's had. Now, again, he's on the big stage again, going to showcase his strengths and talents to the world tonight. Yeah, Tamar Johnson, if he can go deep tonight, that'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, no, that would. Yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Tamar is always fun to watch. You'll get to see him obviously in the limelight. He's starting at second base, batting second today. Sung-Si Chang also in the lineup, leading off. I don't think we've talked about him. Like I said, the offense hasn't really been too impressive for these guys, but no, I'm excited to see really everybody here. It's just a really cool event that baseball's putting on. If you're watching along, put it in the comments who you're excited to watch today as well. So make sure you follow along with us.
Yeah, Matoma. There's
Lots
one
of
also.
David Matoma. I would love to see a 103 mile an hour fastball from David Matoma. That'd be sweet.
I think that's the biggest thing for me. You've heard what he's throwing. I would like to see what he's throwing because I don't know if it's like cult legend here or whatever, but like he's a very unknown. He's not like any top prospects. He's 18 years old now at this point in time. And it seems like everyone's like talking about him. So seeing him on the big stage too, just kind of seeing what he can do velocity wise. Yeah, there's some hype to him.
I'm not buying the velocity till I see it.
And that's why, hey, we're going to have StatCast data right here in front of our eyes.
No, and that is the cool thing about this, that you get to actually see it with your own eyes, with some real data that isn't a little bit juiced up maybe, or just what you hear or the little pocket radar. We get some real data here, and we get to see what these guys actually look like.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we get to see a lot of these guys with StatCast data. So, that's good stuff.
Also, happy birthday, Jim.
Yeah, apparently it's my 63rd birthday today.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. John Parado wished me happy birthday as well. Good stuff.
Even had a WWE wrestler like the tweet.
Yeah. How about that?
It's like your fourth birthday.
It wasn't WWE. It was AEW. Yeah, I think
ECW.
This may have been my first birthday this year. But my real birthday is next month. I'm wondering if Bucko Mike will actually wish me happy birthday on my real birthday.
No.
The best part is no. He won't. That's what makes it all glorious. He has no idea when your actual birthday is. So when it happens, he's probably not even going to wish you a happy birthday to anybody.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, Jim.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy your 63rd.
Spending my 63rd birthday on North Shore 9.
See the benefits of being a plant. You get this game on your birthday.
I think I think I'm a little delayed or something too. You guys are. I think it might be my internet.
You better do something now. So we got like 2.5 hours ahead of us, buddy.
Well, now we're good. Now we're all lined up. I think we're good now.
Speaking of,
Tyler's audio is a little off for me.
Oh. Do we have like snacks or anything, or how are we doing this here? Because I'm gonna get hungry during this.
So luckily this is a 7-inning game. It's not a 9-inning game, so it shouldn't last too long. I had dinner before this. So I'm probably good to go.
I'm a busy man. I don't get to eat.
You know what's funny? Now that you're talking about that, right? This is like a real concern now. I thought the same thing. And I'm like, how does like Greg Brown do this? Because the games are at 7 and you got to prepare beforehand. I literally thought the same thing. I'm like, I can't really eat right now, but when can I eat? I don't know. I'm going to be hungry. Should I just eat a sandwich on stream? I don't know. Might happen.
And by the time it's done, I might just want to go lay down.
Right.
And then I just ate podcast for dinner.
Yeah. Well, it does look like the game broadcast just started, so that's kind of cool.
Yes.
I'm getting like real audio now. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if you go to northshore9.com, you can watch us and you can watch the game on the exact same page. So if you're into that kind of thing, you can do that. But we've got the game being broadcast right underneath us on northshore9.com. So go there if you're looking for a stream. northshore9.com. We've got you hooked up.
Boom. There's the link.
There you go. Click on it.
All right, can we start the game already?
Who do we got? Kevin Young in the booth?
So I guess we should we should probably do this, huh?
Yeah, so we can't actually stream the game on YouTube, but again, if you go to northshore9.com, it's there. Pit City wants to know how I pronounce Louisville. There you go.
L1C4.
The fighting Henry Davises.
Dear Lord. Kentucky's so gross.
So's Jim's dirty beard.
Touche.
Hey, I trimmed it earlier today.
Did you do it for your
For his
63rd birthday?
Yeah, it was a birthday trim. Yeah. I'm a little disappointed no Salametto though today. That's that kind of sucks.
Now, granted, we saw all three pitchers when Baltimore and Pittsburgh played. Paul Skenes, right? Everyone knows about that game. Paul Skenes and Holiday already had a matchup this spring training where Paul Skenes came ahead and got the ground out, I believe. But Skenes pitched, Harrington and Salametto pitched in that game too, albeit wasn't these type of prospects and players. But like you said, like I really wanted to see them three pitch again in this game. Unfortunately, we're just going to get Skenes. Unfortunately, we're only going to see Paul Skenes pitch today, guys.
Also, we get to see Paul Skenes with actual StatCast. That's going to be nice. So I don't get a bunch of comments about 102 not being 102.
Right.
Wait, so no Bubba Chandler today?
No?
I don't know. You just said we only get to see Skenes pitch. So
Bubba's
pitching today too, right?
We get to see Bubba too. I was referring back to the pitchers that played in that game.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You had me concerned there.
Yeah. All right.
I had myself concerned there, I guess, when you said no Bubba Chandler.
No, I don't know what the heck's going on with MLB Network here. They're supposed to be playing the game.
Are they finishing up Reds Rangers maybe?
No, they're doing a top 10 list.
Well, I don't know what you're watching then. I'm watching the game.
Go on our webpage.
I'm working on it here.
Oh, you know what? If you're in market, it might not be on MLB Network. It might be on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
So if you're in market, Sportsnet
I'll tell you
Pittsburgh.
what, sometimes you're a bright fella.
I know. I'm actually surprised that this crowd is not
as
bigger. Like, very light looking crowd tonight. I would thought this would be a pretty cool event. Like, if I were down there, I'd be. And
it's a doubleheader, basically, right?
Well, yeah, they played much earlier today. That was 4 hours ago. Was first pitch.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm alluding to is, you would imagine the people that were at that game would have carried over to this one also.
Yeah, probably.
Like I'm kind of making your point. I would imagine there would have been more people for this game too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're about to be underway here. Paul Skenes on the mound.
I'll be curious to see how much further ahead of you guys I am.
Oh, because you're on AT&T or you're on Sportsnet.
Yeah, you actually have a broadcast.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play a game of how many times I say AT&T this year. Oh man, I feel like every year you got to say something new. That
has the game started for you guys yet?
Not yet.
I'm 2 pitches in.
Well, game day's already started, so The game
Yeah.
days is like a little bit ahead.
Brett
Although
feels
game day's
at
not updated
plate
on.
right now.
Yeah,
for me.
game day's not updating on the stream here in front of us.
Here comes the first pitch.
People, I love Paul Skenes.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Well, this so far looks like a pretty good sequence. Where it's strike one, strike two.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
100.6,
baby.
101.1, 101.7 to strike him out. That's pretty impressive. That's a good. That's a good first. It's a good first batter right there. He blew him away. Yeah, I don't know why they turned StatCast off. You can't just go on Baseball Savant. Like it's gonna have the speeds on game day, but Baseball Savant is not. It doesn't look like it's. It doesn't look like it's working here.
No.
Ooh, you know what? There may be a back way to get to it. Let me just try something. I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Yeah, why not?
Well, while you're doing that, Skenes and Holiday, baby.
Yep.
Oh, that was a strike. Nope. StatCast isn't working.
Ooh. 102. Ooh.
Yeah. Third pitch. Ooh, Paul. So
they called that a sinker.
Yeah,
that was a changeup. That was a 90.4 mile per hour changeup.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was trying to figure out what that was at 90.
They were doing that last year to him too, weren't they?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. They also call this one a
guys. We're winning the World Series. It's Jover. World Series.
Full count to Jackson Holiday. See, this is what I wanted the first time around. Was this full count to Jackson Holiday?
Oh.
Whew. And then
changeup. Was that a changeup? That was a 3-2 changeup to strike out Jackson. Holiday.
Yeah, Paul Skenes is feeling himself.
He is. Did you see that strut?
Yeah,
he knows
was he was like, I'm loving
I mean, holy hell. And again, like this is Jackson Holiday.
Yeah.
There's a slider to Norby.
God, you're like a half second ahead of me.
Oh, he loved it. He loved himself that strikeout. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there we go. Hey, you can't ask for a much better inning than that.
No, but the hype train is going to be off the rails. As it should be.
Can we begin it? So I just said how, ironically, it felt like 90% of our NS9 game days were Paul Skenes starts, right? So we've seen Paul Skenes every start last year. And we're excited. But fellas, he's basically right now, he was sitting at like 101.
Yeah.
The entire time.
I'll tell you what.
It's one inning.
Sits, like we haven't seen him in a prolonged outing yet, but if he's able to sit at 101, like
just
and then like if you need to rear back and hit 103, it's there. But like if he's able to sit at 101, it's game over.
There's
best pitcher of all time. Best pitcher of all time.
Way. Like there's no way you can. That's the thing right now is that every time we've gotten to see him, it's been very short. So he's able to basically just blow it all out. Really curious to see what happens when he has to go 5 innings.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen it yet at any level except college.
Which, I mean, he did carry it pretty deep in the games.
Yeah.
But you also you have to consider you're a pro now. So all the training you get, the nutrition you get, like not that he went to class before in general. But it's also another year into his body not being at the Air Force Academy. So, like, is Paul Skenes still projectable?
That's true.
By the way,
Yeah,
while
like,
that's great,
he hasn't reached his,
welcome
his
back. I
peak
haven't
yet.
seen you in a while.
Yeah, what's up, man? I feel it has been a while. Murphy says he averaged 97, 98 in college. Yeah, but you know what, Murphy? He does this full time now. So
He's not in college anymore.
Yeah, and he's
let's
not.
just
St.
let us
Kansas.
dream.
He's not an
Let
Air
us
Force.
dream. 101. Yeah, let him sit 101.
So I get last year was after the full college season. His first time in the pros, but I sit on the Starbucks in Bradenton, like I'm getting irrationally excited for him, and it just keeps building. Yes, Tyler, the hype train, just let it keep going.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
The greatest pitcher ever.
Probably.
I don't care that Roger Clemens pitched for the
I'm
Savannah Bananas recently. Paul Skenes is the best.
all right. So we got Cade Povich against Sung-Si Chang. Cade Povich was a recent acquisition, right? Wasn't Cade Povich in some other organization? Twins, yeah, 3rd round pick of the Twins.
Son of Mari.
I knew he wasn't an Oriole. What trade was that? How did Cade Povich get on the Orioles?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, nice.
Oh,
nice plate appearance for Chang. Draws a leadoff walk.
Wasn't it that reliever? Their closer? Was he with the Twins?
I don't know.
Not last year, but the season before. Maybe.
Not entirely sure. I mean, I guess I could look at his player page. It would say it.
Why don't you do that? So Chang walks. It's a leadoff walk there. Tamar Johnson's up now.
And that fellow doesn't get cheated.
There you go. Jorge Lopez. He was in the Jorge Lopez Teal trade.
Yeah. Perfect. There you go. Nailed it.
Oh, Murphy, you're going to have Nola drop the link in here. Says he found the Baseball Savant page.
That's right. Tamar's mic'd up.
The bat to ball skills
Oh,
that
is he?
Tamar Johnson possesses, you'll see it on the fouled off pitch coming up, but the way he's able to swing out of his shoes yet also just control the barrel is unreal.
That pitch looked like it was right down the middle.
Ooh.
But I guess it wasn't.
That's weird. It did look. Yeah. How is it that far off the plate? Is there an illusion happening?
Oh my gosh. What a hit.
What I was referring to without giving it away.
Oh.
Like the ability to do that while still swinging as violently as he does.
That is true. Like, he's typically someone who just swings out of his shoes. And, well, I mean, he was clearly fooled on that pitch, but he was still able to get the bat, and he was able to get the barrel to that ball. I mean, it was like a half swing, so it wasn't.
Yeah,
it didn't go very far, but perfectly
with 2
placed.
strikes there, like,
yeah, perfectly placed ball. That's a 56.6 mile per hour screamer off the bat there by
Dripping
Termarr.
with power, just as we predicted, guys.
but like that's just not something you can really teach. Those the way he's able to get the barrel to a baseball, especially in 2 strike counts.
Yeah. All right, Lonnie White Jr. This is a big year for Lonnie White Jr.
Yeah.
It's kind of put up or shut up time for him. unfortunately, like it's just he hasn't been able to get on the field. But like at some point you got to do something.
That's what I say. That I'm excited for him. I'm not here to say like I'm excited about him in that sense, but I'm excited for him. Like, I hope he stays healthy. I hope he's afforded the opportunity to show us what he can bring. You know, I mean, I'm rooting for him, obviously, but like now that he's healthy, show us something, Lonnie. Because we talked about the pitching. The pitching's deep.
They need a
system.
hitter. Yeah, they need a hitter to do something. Especially like if an outfielder. They need an outfielder.
And with his build, like if everything does click, he's a natural power hitter.
There we go.
He hit it hard.
He went down and got that one.
Yeah.
Hey, good start for the Bats.
Nice.
And Jack Brannigan. He's actually, from when we were down there, at least, he was putting together a pretty decent spring. I haven't really tuned in too much to see what else he's done, but since we left, but with him kind of working during spring training games.
Yeah.
Well, leadoff walk.
I'm curious to see how Jack Brannigan does like outside of Greensboro.
Do we have an official weather update too? Like, how's the wind blowing tonight?
I'm sure it's blowing out like it always is.
Scroll down.
Oh, shoot. This is like the game feed. Sorry, guys. I forgot how important that screen was. I'll look over here.
All right. Got to get the ball in play right here.
Ooh. Ooh.
I love Tyler's noise.
Well,
his noise.
I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, so I'm trying not to give away what's happening, but
I was going to say his noise from the future.
Yeah. Well, I see in-play runs up on the screen, so let's take a seat. Let's take a peek here. What happens? Oh, go! Nah, it's sack fly.
Not quite, but it gets interesting here.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a gutsy move there by Tamar.
Oh. Okay, Tamar.
Yeah, because now
you see where we all line up
that deep. Ooh.
I mean, that's probably when you get away with in a game like this. Maybe not something you do in a MLB game.
I think Termar got poked in the eye there, I think.
Oh, yeah. King Slime, baby.
Oh, this is out of the park legend, Tres Gonzalez. Actually, he was a big factor in why I collapsed at the end of this past season on Out of the Park.
Well, then we're good tonight because it's March.
I had to call him up. Yeah, I had to call him up prematurely.
Are the Orioles prospects overrated? Might call them.
Oh, okay. That was interesting. Lonnie White Jr. gets picked off, but beats the throw to second.
Okay. There's that athleticism.
That first baseman did not do a good job there.
Jeez, he held on to it forever.
Yeah, it wasn't not great baseball there.
Yeah, that's not going to be deep enough.
Well, I would hope that Lonnie White Jr. has some wheels.
Is that Leland? Yeah, Leland and Nutting there.
Back there. Yep.
Joe Torre?
That's Joe Torre, too.
Oh, geez, that is Joe.
That's just a triumvirate right there.
I think there was one point when we were down there in spring training that Jim Leland was talking to Jimmy T, and I think it was DiNardo that goes, "Jim over there." There's like 4 gyms in the area.
That's right. I was like, Tyler, take a look. There's Jim. Who was talking to a gym, and we have a gym.
And he was talking about the one with his back facing me, so I couldn't see him.
Right. Yeah, that was funny. Because
Yeah,
he was
there
like,
when
so nonchalant.
When the Tigers were in town, I think is when he was there.
I think.
Probably.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, inning started off good. Walk single. Only getting 1 run is a little disappointing. I'm curious to see if Skenes gets a second inning.
I hope.
I do too.
Yeah,
I mean, give us what we want.
He was there.
With the fact that Solometo's not pitching tonight now,
right?
Replace it with Skenes for us.
Yeah.
My guess is they're only going to have everybody go 1 inning because I think they've got 10 pitchers on the roster, so they probably want to try to get everybody in if they can.
You're right, but I'm not here to be right. I'm here because I want what I want.
Right.
And we have Andy in the booth, so people might shut us off to listen to Andy.
Oh, Andy's in the booth.
Yeah.
Hey. So when's our first guest coming on? I guess he's our only guest. We only have we had another guest who is in the comments, but he was too cool to come on. Apparently, no, he had something come up, but we were gonna have Murphy on to talk some prospects, but yeah, when's our first guest coming on? What's
soon, I anticipate. I think he's streaming the show right now.
Okay.
Why is Andy wearing 2 watches?
Stylish.
He's got nothing but time right now, buddy.
Maybe 2 different time zones. He wants to know. Wants to know what. Yeah. So Braxton Ashcraft. I'm interested to see how he does this year, more stretched out.
He's one of those intriguing guys.
Yeah, for sure. Andy talking about getting engaged.
There you go.
Ooh.
I mean, you strike out as many as Ashcraft does while walking as few. You got to wonder, like, what is causing him to not be one of the upper echelon prospects in this organization, pitching wise. And like you guys said, it's finding out if he can actually do this over a longer stretch during a game, or is he a reliever?
Yep.
And this year will probably
and
show.
If he is a reliever, yeah, and like if he's a reliever, that's fine. Like they need those too. But like if he can end up being a starter, and he's one of those guys where you probably weren't counting on him being a major league starter. Like it was one of those, if he pans out, cool. That was a nice slider right there to get Kobe Mayo, very good prospect. So, yeah. So I'm really curious to see how he does, kind of stretched out, because last year they just babied the hell out of him. I don't think he pitched more than 4 innings at all.
Yeah, like you say, you make a very good point. If he is a reliever too, could be another filthy reliever that the Pirates have. I mean, there's just a lot of arms. I mean, you got to say that. Like this farm is loaded with some really good quality arms, a lot of depth.
Yeah,
but it's like the Jared Jones things too. Like was a lot of that by design, like you're saying, like they baby him or what. So it's gonna be very interesting. He can become that guy that can start too. Like, yeah, I mean, you're just like the depth of this pitching staff is ridiculous.
Yes, that was Skenes in the pen. My guess is that he didn't throw enough pitches, so they want to try to keep him on a normal schedule. So he's throwing some extra pitches in the bullpen, would be my guess there.
And there's the walk.
Brody, every time Jim is nice about an arm, they immediately walk the next hitter.
But the nice thing, to go back to the pitching staff, at the point they're at now, is a few years ago, it felt like it was a lot of maybe guys that threw 90, 92, top at 94. There's some velocity coming back in the arms. Like, there's a good group of guys that throw pretty hard.
Yeah, and they're starters too. Like,
Right.
I mean, we've seen it this spring. There's 2 starting pitchers who throw over 100. Now Jones doesn't sit there. Like we've
Right.
seen Jones, the longer he goes into the games, his velocity drops to 90, 97 or so. And
But
even during the season, I
still.
think it's a little less. But yeah, like the velocity's there. Like he's got a plus fastball.
But there for a while, it felt like it was a group of maybe like the Thomas Harringtons. Or I like Thomas Harrington, but is there much reliever upside with him if he doesn't pan out as a starter? I don't know.
It's a good point. If you can throw hard, odds are you can at least be a reliever.
Right.
Unless you're Colin Selby. Then you just kind of suck.
Colin's like, I tuned in to watch this game and I'm getting strays.
Yeah. Stray. Colin Selby stray right there. Sorry, Colin.
But like, yeah, to bring back Anthony's comment way back, we're talking about Skenes. I mean, it is ironic because the Pirates haven't had like this great history of increasing velocity, right? And that's one thing we talk about when the guys get here. It's like the velocity drops, but Tyler's talking like down the line also, but we're talking like almost immediately. I mean, this year you're gonna probably see Paul Skenes in the rotation at some point, and Jared Jones, and there's 2 starters that are hitting over 100. When have we seen that?
Yeah.
So Ashcraft again, is what, around 97 or 97 right now, 96, 97?
Yeah, around there. And also, since the Pirates seem to lose velocity, just draft a bunch of guys to throw 103. And then when they throw 101 because they decrease velocity, you're good.
There you go.
There you go. Why don't they just do that? Just draft guys who throw 103.
Exactly. Or else I would have been drafted, but get the arm ready. So one note on Ashcraft here at this point is that he is not holding runners very well. He is not exactly quick to the plate. And he's a good bit erratic right now, which I think is a little bit unlike him.
Yeah, out of anybody, Ashcraft's command is very good. That was a good tag by Brannigan. He almost got that.
Ooh, I just saw it.
I might have been wrong. That might not be a watch on Eddie's other arm.
What do you think it is?
Some sort of wristband.
Mm.
I don't know what kids wear these days. I'm still wearing a Nike hoodie that I got in college.
Another walk.
Strikeout, walk. It's a little amped up.
Wait, are they challenging this pitch? Is that what's
I don't
happening?
think they are. No.
Those guys are in our spot. Every time I see that spot on spring training games, I'm like, that's ours.
That's our spot.
Get out.
Yeah.
The Steve Blass booth and the NS9 wall.
Yeah, all right, there we go. That'll be a run though.
The NS9 corner.
You know, I don't know if they can challenge pitches or not in here.
I would assume not.
I mean, there are different rules, so who knows?
Wireless Grape says that as a certified youth, he can confirm that Crocs are back.
They are. They're still terrible.
I've never worn Crocs in my life.
I have. I've worn Crocs before.
I have nothing
I'm
against
not
Crocs.
shocked. I am not shocked.
I've worn them. Yeah, they're comfortable. Although the ones that I did have, they like with the strap on them kind of broke, and it started like rubbing against my feet, and it gave me a blister. So I just threw them
Couldn't put them
away.
in sport mode.
No,
Sport mode.
Never owned a pair of Crocs. Never owned Crocs. Never owned Hey Dudes.
Same.
I still wear old Nike slides.
Get you them Gucci flip flops.
No. I'm not here to impress anybody.
yeah. If I'm buying flip flops, I'm just going to like Old Navy and getting those $1.99 ones. That's what I'm getting. I don't wear flip flops though.
The least
like, at all.
shocking statement.
I don't wear flip flops at all.
During summer, I wear them a bunch.
Nah.
If I just got to run somewhere, I'm putting on my little slides and walking out the door.
No.
Well, I am.
That's fine. I don't. I wear shoes.
Let my feetsies breathe.
All right, we need Ashcraft to get out of this. He's at 24 pitches. Kind of throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah. Well, that's a solid pitch there.
Curious who we see next.
We need Matoma soon.
Yes. He has to pitch this game.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to throw like 94 and everyone's going to be upset.
Correct. I'm going to be in tears.
It'll be.
That's what I'm getting my sandwich.
That will be such a just like a Debbie Downer. Like you finally see him and he's throwing like 93.4 and you're like, what is going on here?
Now, granted, for an 18-year-old, pretty good.
I was told
so that's
108.
What's that? The old Sports Illustrated dude. Oh God, the fake guy.
There we go. Nice little slider right there to get out of it.
Nice.
All right, 1-1.
There we go. Still not convinced that Matoma's not Sid Finch.
So coming up for the Pirates, Garrett Forster, Mitch Jebb. So 2023 draft picks, and Abraham Gutierrez, who we've seen a lot of Gutierrez this spring.
Yeah.
But not Forrester. I'm interested in Forrester. I saw the other day that they were talking about maybe catching him a little bit. Did anybody else see this? Anybody watching in the chat? Like actually having him catch a little bit. Garrett Forrester.
So everyone beat up Anthony Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy. It's not what we want to see.
He's
if Matoma throws 194 mile an hour fastball, I'm calling him a bust. You know what? I need to grab my prospect guide. I didn't bring it down with me. It's upstairs. That would be a good thing to have while watching this.
It would. It is a prospect game.
Yeah. If you haven't bought that yet, you should. It's good stuff. I was surprised it was like a full-on book, like with articles and everything. It wasn't just all pictures.
Paul Skenes with Hannah right now.
I figured that's why you bought it, because it was a picture book.
Yeah. I think they're on like a little banquet back there too, set up on the practice field.
Huh.
Now remind me too. Part of the rules is they have to be a top 30 prospect to be in this game. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But Cade Povich is out there for a second inning for the Orioles.
Why?
I don't know.
Seems like a lot of pitches to throw in a showcase. Because that's really what it's a showcase.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also just
I'm sure there's still
just a spring training. I mean, maybe they're just wanting Povich to hit a certain pitch amount today.
right.
But I mean, you saw what the Pirates did. They just took Skenes out after one inning and had him throw in the bullpen.
Yeah.
All right. Forrester walk.
Yeah, Povich not pitching too well.
And now Jim gets to see his favorite swing.
Oh God. Yeah, Mitch Jebb. I'm sorry. Like, I can't with this guy. I can't. I hope he does well, but like his swing just drives me crazy.
As Cody says, love him so much, Jeb.
Yeah, people love themselves some Mitch Jebb. I don't know why.
Well, they're already taking the mound here. I mean, they're fearing Mitch Jebb. They're nervous.
I think they went to
nervous
the mound because this dude can't throw a strike.
because he's so nervous that Mitch Jebb is at the plate.
All I'll say is that looks like exactly what you would think a Mitch Jebb at bat would look like.
It was probably a soft grounder the other way. That would be my guess. I'll see. I'm going to say it's a soft grounder, like right to the third baseman.
One more pitch, we'll get there.
Yep, that is like a patented Mitch Jebb at bat.
Ben Sherrington does love his like real soft contact.
I do think. I will say this. I think Mitch Jebb can be a better version of G1 Bay.
Well, G1 Bay is terrible.
Right. So I think he can be a better version.
So just a little bit less terrible.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you didn't like the cut of that Jebb?
No. Not at all.
That was also terrible.
I also didn't like that joke. It's a terrible joke.
What joke?
We need an Abraham Gutierrez home run right here.
Why do people love Mitch Jebb?
Just because Jim hates him.
True. That's why people like Anthony Alford.
Right.
There was a small group of people that liked Anthony Alford just in spite of Jim.
He gets on base.
Where do you think Skenes goes? Altoona or Indy?
Indy.
I feel like he's going to Altoona.
I think he's going to Altoona. I think he's going to Altoona also.
Because he's not going to be up before June.
I agree with you. And I
He
think
won't
the
be
way
out
that
too long, I don't think.
I think the way they make sure that happens is by sending him to Altoona. Like once he has like 4 dominant starts in Altoona, then they'll call him up, and then he'll need 4 dominant starts in Indy, and then it'll be like, okay, well now you're ready, and it'll line up just exactly right with Super 2.
Yep.
or he goes to Indy.
I hope he
Yeah,
does.
I hope he does, because Indy comes to Louisville opening weekend. So if he goes to Indy, I might get to see
Ooh.
him like right off the bat. I don't think that's gonna happen though.
It's the same thing I said about O'Neal Cruz whenever they bring him up on opening day. If you don't have him up at the beginning of the year, there's no reason to bring him up before Super 2 as the organization, because you're losing out the
Right.
opportunity of any draft pick.
Well, what
And
they're
then-
gonna run into, what they're gonna run into is like if they bring him up too early and he pitches well, then they
Right.
get screwed. Yeah.
Like at that point, if you bring him up, say in May, you shot yourself in the foot. You might as well just save some money.
Yeah, I have a feeling June makes sense. But
don't
at the same
disagree.
time, if it's like May 1st and he's clearly shown that he's ready, like I'm gonna be so annoying.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
So-
absolutely obnoxious.
I'm gonna be so annoying.
Like imagine it's May and he hasn't given up a hit yet.
He hasn't given up a hit yet.
Yeah, like what if he's just like going out there and just completely dominating?
Like they're throwing up 4 innings, he's striking out like 7, walking 2, and giving up 0 hits every outing. And
Yeah.
I mean, also, if he's doing that, Pirates are definitely in the World Series this year.
no, because he'll be
Just
in
saying.
Altoona.
Yeah, but when he comes up and has a .97 ERA from June on,
Oh, challenge.
So there is a challenge.
there you go.
This is the first time I'm watching this happen.
Me too.
I feel like it's not very quick. I feel like it's supposed to be quicker than this.
Right?
Yeah, I thought it was quick.
Yeah, I
It
feel
was
like they
almost instantaneously.
but it almost feels like they drug that out for like TV effect.
I don't think it's supposed to be way quicker.
Well,
Yeah,
when
like
I
they even
seen
have
it,
like a graphic for this, like that
There we
should
go.
be.
right, like when I saw it in ballpark before it,
See,
or
that's
like
pretty cool.
from videos.
That's pretty neat.
Wow. So let's put it this way: how do you like the challenge?
Yeah. So that I like it. I think if you're gonna go to a system, that's the system you go to. Like I don't like a full on automated strike system, but like pick and choose your times to use it like that. And that was yeah, there's like an entertainment. You heard the crowd, right? You heard the crowd
Yeah.
be like, oh, like that's makes it a little fun. Yeah.
I agree. Especially if it's not overused and they don't expand it like all the time.
They just
Right.
balked him home.
Yep.
You challenge that and then you balk
That's
and they
great.
score a run. That's fantastic. Ball don't lie, as they could have said before.
And
The
then
challenge
strikes him
system came out.
All right. Well, that was a fun little sequence right there.
But when I had seen like videos of it from people in minor league games, it was a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think normally it's quite a bit quicker.
Maybe they're drawing it out. Kind of like Jim said, like the entertainment value to it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Because you would have that instantly. It's StatCast. Like it's just right there. You just
Yeah.
say it was a strike. And he says, okay, guys, it was a strike. Just more branding, sponsorship.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. So, by the way, did they find the 20,000 bobbleheads yet?
No, they have not. They're gonna have to order. They're gonna have to produce and order 20,000 more.
Is this really a bit?
No. Like they got stolen. They just decided
So-
to have fun with it with that Yager commercial, like that little video they made. Like I don't know how
Either
that
way,
happened.
it's fantastic.
I don't know how you lose 20,000 bobbleheads. How you get like stealing 20,000 bobbleheads is kind of ridiculous. And what's wild is like, what can you do with them now? Like, you can't sell them, right?
Right. Because then you're the only one who has them.
You've got the 20,000 bobbleheads. So, yeah, I'm curious. I guess you could just like maybe wait like after the statute of limitation runs out on this, whatever it is.
Statute of limitations.
Like you like put them in a like this is what I would do, right? So if I stole the Yager bobbleheads, I would put them in like a warehouse somewhere. Like find a storage unit, whatever. Put the Yager bobbleheads in there. The day the statute of limitations runs out for like stealing 20,000 bobbleheads, I'm opening the storage unit and I'm saying, "All right, everybody, bobbleheads are for sale. Come get
Barco coming in.
limited edition stolen Yarmer Yager bobblehead."
How long do the statute of limitations last for that? Do we know?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Like,
No, I
it's
don't
got to
know.
be a long time, I would imagine.
I'm not a lawyer or a law person.
Is there even a statute of limitations on it? Should we ask
There has
Nicolas
to be.
Cage?
There's got to be a statute of limitations, right?
I don't know.
There's got to be. There's got to be. There's a statute of limitations on everything. All right, let's talk about Hunter Barco.
I'm actually really intrigued to see him throw.
Yeah, this is the
He's
guy I
one.
was looking
Yep.
forward to because I have not seen Hunter Barco throw like at all. Yeah, ball
Just
one, not great.
Funky delivery.
Ball one, not
Yes.
great though.
That's not going to play.
There we go. So 94. 94 with that arm slot and deception that looks like
Oh,
he
that'll
has
play.
plays.
Yeah.
That was a nice little change up right there too.
All right. Ground out the first.
Yeah, I'm surprised the crowd's so small. A little disappointed in the Bradenton, the people of Bradenton and Sarasota.
For the record, if you bunt in a game like this, you are a pansy.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure this guy though is like the fastest.
He is a
person
pansy.
in like pro baseball.
I hate him.
Something like that.
I hate him.
I don't.
Hate him.
I don't. If you're going to bunt for hits like that, do it all day.
You don't bunt for a hit like that in a game like this.
Sure you do.
No, you're a
that's-
pansy
why
if
not?
you do that.
If that's your game,
Nah,
then
it's
yeah,
part of
you
your
do.
game. For him, he just wants to get on base. Like he's trying
He's
to get
a
on base.
pansy.
No.
Swing the bat.
No.
So that was Enrique Bradfield Jr. Oh, look at
He
that.
is a pansy. And I'm glad he got doubled off.
So
Ooh.
this dude last year, he played
Was a pansy.
25 games in the minors. 25 games
many?
in the minors and stole 25 bases.
So there you go. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
that's
you're
part of
just
your
trying to
game.
get on
You
base
absolutely
if you've
do it.
got that kind of speed. Like,
I get it,
yeah,
but
just get
I
on
just don't.
base.
In games like this, I just don't like.
But that's the
I don't
thing.
like bunting
If he
for hits
swings
here.
it, he's not getting on base.
He wanted to get on base. Yeah, he wanted to get on
I
base to steal a
guess, but
base.
I prefer
And
if
it
you just
backfired on him.
swing the bat here.
That's
At least
not what he
then,
does,
okay.
though.
To be fair here,
Yeah.
he didn't try to bunt against Paul Skenes, so that would have really annoyed me. Did it against Hunter Barco.
Yeah, he
so.
did it against a lefty who's falling off the mound the other direction. It was
I
just a good
know,
bunt. It was a good baseball play.
I don't like it. It's like bunting MVP. Don't like it. Swing
I
it.
don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. Play ball.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't. Not a fan of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a showcase. Everybody in the comment section disagrees with you, Tyler.
Well, I'm glad I'm the only smart one in the room.
Well, we're broadcasting remotely. You are the only one in the room. So
Exactly. Povich is still in.
yeah, I guess they're just treating this as like a normal Povich spring outing. But I do think Povich is like, I don't think he's competing for a rotation spot, but I guess they're wanting to get him pitches in.
All right. So tomorrow, let's go, buddy.
All right, come on, Termar.
Ooh. No, Povich wants to pitch.
Yeah, that strike 2 pitch was nice.
Yeah.
Ooh. Didn't challenge that one. Yeah, I guess the Orioles are kind of out of pitching prospects, right? Like they
I feel like it's
traded
the opposite. Like
they
most of
traded
their
DL
prospects
Hall.
are
That was
hitters right now.
yeah. Grayson
still.
Rodriguez is
Retired.
graduated. Retired.
He already threw today, didn't he?
Grayson pitched today, right?
Yeah.
That was another one of those guys that they just waited forever to call up. He probably could have been called up 2 years earlier. Nice little plate appearance here for Termar, fighting back into the count.
Nice eye, too. Lay off that one.
Ooh. Yeah.
Works counts very
These are
well.
good pitches.
2 strikes on you, and you're laying off that.
And that's the thing about his strike.
Yeah. Darn.
That's the thing about his strikeout rate, though, is I wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that he just works in the deep count so often. Like he's in 2 strike counts, it seems like very often, because he does see a lot of pitches. Just real interested to see what he does this year.
Yeah. I would like to see someone just like destroy a baseball, though. All right, who's pitching next?
I mean, kind of want to see a little more Barco, though. Threw like 5 pitches.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's one you want to see, too.
Yeah.
It won't be Barco.
I don't think so either, but like he threw like 5 pitches.
Yeah, he didn't throw very many. Because that double play, yeah, it took away a lot. Barco threw 5 pitches. Yeah. Murphy in the comments. Yeah, Termar doesn't chase. I appreciate you, Cody. Cody's saying I'm carrying the stream. Bucko Mike thinks it's all Tyler, though.
Additions.
Additions. Baseball IQ additions.
Sorry, Cody. He's not
That was
going
a nice
to
change up. Nice
Hole in
change
that
up.
bat.
On that note, it's time for me to go to the bathroom.
Well,
You're a little bit ahead of us.
yeah. Tyler's
Yeah,
like,
take
I'm
a
just
little
gonna
bio
go to
break.
the bathroom.
So 3 innings for Povich. I guess the Orioles are just like, we're only gonna do a few things here. We're only gonna have a few pitchers pitch.
Basically, it's like a real game for them.
Mic'd up Termar coming up.
Do you think maybe they're also just like, there's no way we can allow the Pirates to beat us, so we're just gonna have Povich just go out there and they're all 7 if he can.
Could be.
So remember, like an hour and 7 minutes ago, when we went live on stream.
Yeah,
we talked how this is kind of weird, because like I can't think about how Greg Brown does this and goes a whole game without eating. It's getting about sandwich time for me right now. Like I'm starting to get hungry.
What are you talking about? How often do you have to eat? Like every hour or what?
I haven't really ate.
Well, you should have eaten before. So then
He had to take a nap.
Eat in the middle.
That's so early to eat.
Oh, by the way, we'll have to get when's Nutsy coming on, because we got to talk about this. MLB The Show just dropped what the Paul Skenes breakout card looks like.
Oh, okay. Came out quick.
102
like his delivery.
102 velocity on the Paul Skenes MLB The Show card. So we're gonna need him to come on and break that card down for us.
So Barco is throwing again.
Okay, well that makes sense, because he only threw 5 pitches.
And for the record, the changeup does look very good.
The first one he threw did not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at he got poked in that slide. He's got like a little bruise underneath his eye.
That can't feel good.
No. That was a nice changeup, though.
Who's the last Pirate to debut at 20 years old?
How old was Peguero?
Oh, at least 21.
Was he 21?
Well, he debuted that early when he came up from Double-A.
Oh, I guess that right. Technically his debut. I don't know. Was it technically Peguero?
I think he was 20. I think he was 21. Peguero was 21.
I think Tyler does make a good point. I forgot about he actually debuted in 2022.
Yeah, he had that weekend.
Because he debuted before Cruz.
Yeah. Right. I think who else could it possibly be? 20. We're talking about 20 or younger. How old was Marte?
No,
he was older.
Yeah.
I think Polanco was 21.
Yeah, he's either 21 or 22.
You're right. I think Marte was a little older because he signed
23.
late, because he signed as like an 18-year-old. So
yeah.
Polanco was 22.
And we're talking about a 20-year-old Pittsburgh. Like, there's multiple things.
I mean, he would have to debut.
Are notorious for being aggressive, and the Pirates don't really have prospects that are good enough to be debuting at 20.
He would have to debut in the first half of next year, so I don't think that's happening.
I don't either, but just
yeah. So I think he'll be 21 too.
It might. There's a path.
That changeup, Barco's changeup is nice. I love it when
5 minutes ago, Jim.
I know. I love it when lefties can throw a good changeup, though. It makes them so good.
It does. And it makes that fastball play so much better. And I mean, when you're 94, 95, like he is today.
Yeah. Obviously. I mean, it allows you to just be more aggressive against righties. Like,
Yeah.
that's plain and simple. Like, if you can go fastball changeup against righties, keep them off balance with that. You don't see too many like good lefty major. Sorry, you don't see too many good lefty major league pitchers without a good changeup.
That's true. Barco looked excellent.
95 there.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. But yeah, he's about to get through 2 innings with 16 pitches. There you go. That was a chase. He got a little help on that one. That was way high. But hey,
95.
Hey, it works. Nah, he looked good. The changeup that changeup is nice. It's a nice little changeup.
And when he's throwing 94, 95, you got about 10 miles an hour separation there. That plays a lot better.
Yeah, because that changeup was like 85, 84, 85.
And that's like that classic like fastball changeup difference there, where now you see the changeup getting thrown hard to get more movement.
Well, and he located it nicely too.
Yeah, he did.
I wonder if he goes back to Bradenton to start the year, since he only had 10 innings there last season. But he's 23. Like, developmental wise, he should be ready for Greensboro.
Right.
I think they push him. You might as well push him. Like, there's no reason to start him in Bradenton.
Right. That's why Paul Skenes will be in AAA.
Yeah.
So all these other guys can line up.
Right.
And I mean, he pitched high level college baseball. It's not like he was a lower level, like random college guy.
Yeah, like he's ready for Greensboro. Like, he would have been ready for Greensboro out of the draft, probably.
He had Tommy John his last year of college?
Yeah.
He had Tommy John. Yes. Like, it was like right before he got drafted, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Impressive outing for Hunter Barco. Wonder who is next.
The depth of his pitching.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy that he hadn't even crossed my mind basically since maybe a few months after draft night.
Mm-hmm.
But Anthony was in the chat earlier. I don't know where it's at, but he mentioned that last year Barco was 90 to 91. So today be a 94, 95 though. That'll be interesting to follow.
Yeah, like is that who he is now? Or is that just what he was doing today because it was short spurt? Yeah.
I'm really excited about tomorrow.
Yeah. And he adds a little personality to the team too.
Yeah. Which they need. Yeah.
They need.
That's true.
They got guys to keep everyone in line, but they don't have much personality.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting there though.
Are they?
They're getting there.
Hey, I'm okay with them having some guys that are a little serious and take their job seriously after some of the crap we've seen.
That's true.
I think it's fair too. Like Henry Davis we talked about.
Jace Bowen single.
Nice. Henry Davis is that guy I talk about. But I feel like Paul Skenes has a little bit of personality. Like Henry Davis isn't doing that strut after that strikeout. If he was a pitcher. Not saying he's a person that's going to be like lively or whatever in interviews or whatever, but Paul Skenes I feel like has a little bit of a personality at least.
Paul Skenes walks around like he's the giant like little league player that just strikes everyone out because he's bigger.
Because he is.
Because he had puberty at 12 and everyone else
like,
still.
Who was the dude in the Little League World Series who was like 16 throwing? Like Danny Almonte or something?
Yeah.
That's who he is.
But he's doing it against major leaguers.
He's doing it against these are prospects, but it's like I'm better
soon
than
to be
you.
major leaguers.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't have hit at LSU.
How about your boy from Ohio, Jace Bowen, with a base hit?
Yeah, that was a good piece of hitting there.
I mean, just put it in play.
Yeah, I mean, hit it the other way. That was a Jared Triolo hit right there.
Yeah, that was like a patented Jared Triolo hit. 97.3 off the bat.
Still is embarrassing that we couldn't figure out that was Jace Bowen that was talking to us.
Oh, in Sarasota?
Yeah, no, at Pirate City.
Oh.
Well, talking to me.
Oh, that day. Yeah. With your Ohio shirt.
To be fair, he was just at the game, didn't think he'd be there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned Jace Bowen, and Jim's like, no, like it was a shark or a dolphin. No, that wasn't Jace Bowen.
That wasn't me.
I think it was.
Nah, it might have been Cody.
Cody doesn't know who Jace Bowen is.
Yeah, he does.
He does actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he
Because
does.
of the
Actually.
cards.
That's true.
We see Polanco get into the game. Pinch runner. Mitch Jeb up to bat.
Said Polanco in the game?
Yeah.
Replacing Forrester. All right.
Did I just say that?
Yeah, you did. I was just repeating it for anybody who didn't catch it the first time around.
Cody's comments.
There you go, Mitch Jeb, bat to ball.
I'm sorry. I just don't see what anybody would be intrigued with. I don't see it personally.
Tyler's like, I've seen enough. He's like, two swings. I've seen enough.
And they're ugly swings, man.
Although,
he did
like,
admit, though,
in your defense, we also saw him at Pirate City, and every time he put the ball in play, it was exactly like that. It was just like a dinker to the third baseman every time. It was all he did.
he doesn't have the speed to get hits on those,
He is fast.
but not that fast.
He's pretty fast.
You don't have to barrel up everything. Like Adam Frazier didn't barrel up anything.
There will be no
Really?
Adam Frazier slander.
No, and I was saying, and he found a way. Like his barrel control was very good. Mitch Jeb just kind of flaps it the other way. Not even slap. He flap.
Flappy Bird.
Like, tee.
Boom, boom.
Bucko Mike's still going on about 20-year-olds.
Is he is the last one? So Oliver Perez didn't debut with the Pirates, though, right?
Right. I don't believe so. He might have. I was going to say Castillo.
I don't think Perez debuted with the Pirates.
Trade.
I thought he did with the Padres.
Tucapita Marcano might have been 20 also. Might want to check. He may have been 21. He was really young, though. But not as a Pirate.
Yeah. Perez was 20, but with the Padres. I'm looking at Marcano right now, but I think he was older, too.
Bucko Mike said he did debut with the Pirates. I don't think that's right. I thought Perez debuted with the Padres.
Padres, he did.
Yeah.
And
what
Marcano
about Jose
21.
Castillo? How old was he?
Ooh, Jose Castillo was pretty young.
He was either 19 or 20.
I don't think he was that young, but I think he was in that range, like 21, 22 maybe. Oh, that hit him.
Yep.
Jose, he was 23.
Okay.
No.
R.I.P.
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 Was he 23? I swear
He
to
was.
God, he was a lot younger than that.
He was just 23. Or he
Okay,
was.
there's something weird about him being young, though.
Anyway, Gutierrez hit by pitch. Bases loaded. Chang's
All
up.
right. Chang, third plate appearance. Oh, Termar's mic'd up and on deck, isn't he?
Yep.
What if Termar hits a grand slam mic'd up?
That might not be good for the fine they're about to get. Well, there will be
Yeah.
no grand slam.
Yeah, no grand slam. 2-1 after 4. This is a 7-inning game, so we got 3 innings to go.
Aramis Ramirez was 20.
Okay, yeah, Ramirez was young.
So was that it? Is it Aramis then?
Ramirez would
I
have
don't know if
debuted,
it's
what,
20.
99?
98, I believe.
So we're talking like 26 years.
Unless there's someone else we're missing here.
But who? I don't know who. Like there could be some odd random person that got the call at 20 because
Right.
for whatever reason. But as far as like a legit call up, I can't like who would have been.
Right. Like at the very least, Tabar's probably going to be he'll probably be the youngest guy to debut for the Pirates in a very long time. Because either way, he's going to be 20 in a month.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, Aramis Ramirez was 19, by the way, when he debuted.
Was it? Well, it was his age 20 season, so I was
Good
just looking at
for him.
Fangraphs. He was terrible that year. He was terrible basically till 01.
Well, he was
He
19.
was also 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everyone is, Soto.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else who would have.
Yeah, I can't think of any other like
Yeah.
random.
Jonathan Mayo in the house.
So Curtis is the one that replaced Harrington, by the way.
Christian Curtis replaced Harrington.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh, 98. Almost hit that guy right in the
Yeah.
midsection.
The velocity was there.
So 2012, 2023 12th round pick, Christian Curtis, out of Texas A&M and Arizona State. He went to both schools, but Arizona State was his last school. He did not
Round
pitch
out.
at all last year, it seems. And he was terrible at Arizona State last year. He had a 7.03 ERA at Arizona State. But here he is pumping 98. So, like,
Yeah. It's another live arm.
yeah.
They liked his stuff.
My guess is, maybe they'll try him as a reliever because he was quite terrible at Arizona State.
I mean, good movement on the breaking stuff. Fastball has some ride to it, just has no idea where it's going.
Like that one looks sexy right there.
But no, this is the first Christian Curtis pro footage that we have. Did not pitch last year. Murphy said he was dealing with injuries a lot during college.
That's exactly what he would want you to hear when you end college with a 7 ERA.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, let's see. 58
Well-
strikeouts in 64 innings. 35 walks. 7.03 ERA.
Oh, nice.
2 down.
So yeah, not great at finding the strike zone.
No.
Yeah, they kind of all over the place a little bit.
He just looks like the epitome of an Uncle Ray project. Steerage would love this kid.
Is he throwing sinkers? No.
Not yet.
Four seams and curveballs.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
he gets the heck out of the ball.
He is struggling like throwing strikes, that's for sure. Like he doesn't know where that ball's going. Paul Skenes plus stuff is out for today, if anybody's curious.
Talk to us, Jim.
110 on his, they call it a cutter, but it's his slider. 110. 104 on the 4-seam. And 111 on the sinker. That 4-seam, though, that's not a 4-seam. That was a changeup. So it's hard to really kind of take it with a grain of salt because those pitches aren't even right. Like they were getting half of them wrong.
And it was just an inning too.
Yeah. But pretty much just by the look of him, he was good. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah.
He looked really good.
If you're watching, you heard us.
I don't need numbers on a paper. I don't need any nerd to tell me that Paul Skenes has good stuff. Let's just say that.
What about the shape? Did the shape play today, Jim?
Shape played today. Yeah, it all played. Every bit of it.
I'll be honest, this fastball was kind of in the dead zone. I don't know what that means, but apparently 102 can be a dead zone.
Yeah, I don't think there's no 102 dead zone. Also, he threw like all sinkers today too. Like if he's throwing 101 mile an hour sinkers.
Right. I mean, it's like Jacob deGrom.
Yeah.
And again, to go back to, I think that Jim really brought this up when we talk about NS9 Live. It just looked so effortlessly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't even try out there.
No. And he's hitting 102.
He really seems like that guy who can go out there and give you like 210 innings in a year and just like be completely normal.
You're helping me here, Jim. Thank you.
I know.
You're bringing me down. I'm glad.
Also, I'm pretty sure I'm
Since
the one
my
that said it looked
optimism wasn't high
effortless.
enough.
It's fine, Nardo. I'll just forget to say anything. I mean, like I might have mentioned that it was effortless, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it was you then.
No, it's fine. Credit Jim. It's fine.
It was you, Tyler. The pitching.
No, it's fine. No, it was Jim.
Good job, Tyler.
Nope, it was Jim. Credit Jim.
I thought it was the one time we forced it onto Jim that he said it. That's why.
No.
All right, let's get out of this inning.
It was a nice pitch, though.
No, it wasn't. It was in the dirt. Ooh, that was a little cement mixer right there in the middle of the zone. Bradfield just swung right through it. That ball should have gotten crushed.
Jeez.
All right, hopefully that's all we have to see of that fella.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. 2 more innings as far as pitching goes.
All right. Well, you know what that means. Tomorrow's up.
Ooh, that's true. Hopefully, this is probably his last at bat, I would guess.
Right.
Unless he's going the whole game. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, what if we get Matoma in to close this thing out? Future closer David Matoma.
Throw a
Just get him
91.
in. That's all I'm saying. I don't care really when. Just get him in.
He should just throw like off-speed stuff. That's it. Don't even show the fastball.
The Orioles
comes out
only have
those.
one. There's only been one hit for the Orioles today, and it was that bunt. That's their
what I was
only hit.
crying about.
Yeah. So hey,
Yeah, they broke up a no-hitter with a
Yeah.
bunt.
There you go.
They broke it up.
I'd be in the next hitter.
So Bradfield Jr.'s home to first time on that bunt was 3.69 seconds. Which apparently is very fast.
Swing the bat.
Get on base.
Swing the bat. You can work on bunting at another time.
You can work on bunting.
Yeah. You're here to work on stuff.
He's here to showcase himself.
Well, you're not showcasing much by bunting. Like,
Ooh.
if Marcano did that, I'd be screaming. Granted, he couldn't hit.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be excited because he got on base.
It was fun that his entire like highlight package was him bunting
Swing bunting.
and infield singles.
Hannah's going to get herself sick here talking to Salamedo.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, it's
He's
strange.
like they're in full uniform. If he's sick, he shouldn't even be there.
You're gonna hear in 2 days, like the entire team's sick, can't play.
I mean, there's been a
Can't
lot
be
of people getting
Salamedo's.
sick.
Right. It started with, I
feel
think,
like-
Paul Skenes. Or Palacios.
Uh,
Palacios and Skenes were like sick.
Yeah, like there have been multiple people scratched for illness.
Wonder where that started.
Blame Neil.
The super spreader.
Yep. Neil's patient 0.
Yeah, Bright looks really good for the Orioles.
Yeah, I mean, he struck out Termar quite easily there. Quick 0-2.
So I'm not paying attention to the actual R stream. I
2
think it's like
quick
way behind.
strikeouts.
That curveball
I
looks
need to
good.
refresh this.
Yeah, that was just a really good.
Yeah.
bat. Did you hear that? Henry Davis took Salamedo to Tom Brady's box. at a Tampa Bay Bucks game.
Yeah.
How rich is Henry Davis?
He's a multimillionaire.
He is a Henry Davis had the largest signing bonus of that entire draft, didn't he? Like an $8 million signing bonus.
Yeah, like
It wasn't that much, was it?
I thought it was about that.
I don't remember.
I thought it was closer to 6.
No, it was more than
I
that.
don't know. I
Was it?
just made up a number, to be honest. So as long as you say it confidently, like people believe you.
I'm looking this up.
I think it was like 7.1, maybe.
I mean, yeah, we can easily just look it up. Henry Davis signing bonus
6.5.
6.5 million. There you go.
Told
Okay.
you.
Either way, like he just donated all that money to Louisville. Yeah,
Right.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going into Tom Brady's box.
Well, Tom Brady's box was probably free.
True. Why is Tom Brady inviting Henry Davis and Anthony Solomon?
Yeah, I'm
I
sure he
think
doesn't
Henry
like
Davis.
sell it.
I think Henry Davis does that whole like TB12 stuff.
Probably.
That does sound right. That sounds like something Henry Davis would do.
That's probably like if you're in like the premier TB12 package, you get like one free game in Tom Brady's box. It's like part of the like there's like different levels of subscriptions. Henry
I also
Davis
love-
is in the box ticket one.
I love that it was 6.5 million. Jim's like, he got like the largest signing bonus ever.
Yeah, I don't even
Right.
think that's the largest signing bonus for a Louisville draft pick. I think
Probably
McKay may have had that beat. McKay's was up
Shame.
there.
It's not McKay's clubhouse.
It's true.
It'll be the Dalton Rushing
Yep.
clubhouse soon.
Cade McClure. After he makes the majors this year with the Pirates and
Ooh.
signs a 10-year extension.
So, guys, I don't know if we're going to see Matoma.
Who's in now?
Riley.
So Greg Brown pronounced his name Solomito.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Solomon.
I don't know what his name is.
I've heard both. Like
I
Right.
do.
I've heard both, and also from people like close to him. They've all pronounced it both ways. So
Right.
I think it's just like whatever he feels like going by at the time.
He's just the type that he's just too nice. He's not going to correct anyone.
Maybe.
So all the versions just keep spreading out there.
You know what? Maybe it's Salametto, but he's a me guy. He's a me guy. And so he was like, no, it's Salamito.
His dad's probably the one that made it.
That's-
Solomito.
His dad's got me blocked on Twitter. I actually went through and tried unblock. Like I went on a big unblocking spree the other day, and it wouldn't even let me unblock Salametto's dad because he's got me blocked. So sad.
Wait, so if someone has you blocked, you can't unblock them?
If someone has you blocked, you can't unblock them. Yeah.
So if you both have each other blocked, you're blocked forever.
Then
Yeah, that's
forever.
what it seems. Yeah, it's almost like you're stuck. You're it's like a forever block. Like
Well,
a
I'm
mutual
glad-
block and it's over.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like Jim and I
Eternal
one
block.
day, like for the shits and giggles, like we did to each other, and then we're permanently blocked from each other?
Yeah, like that. I don't know how that would work because like I literally couldn't unblock him.
Because
He
I've
wouldn't
done
let
that to you. I've blocked you just to be funny. And like if you blocked me back to be funny and then we are permanently blocked from each other,
me. Honestly, that would be great.
it would be. There'd be much more
So
harmony.
You would be Joe blocked.
And you guys make fun of me.
Patrick Riley on the mound for the Pirates. 96 swing and miss.
Patrick Riley bringing the heat.
I did kind of like Patrick Riley at Vandy. I thought he was at least pretty interesting.
I didn't watch him at Vandy. I'm not going to pretend I did.
He was like in and out of the road. Like he started some games, was bullpen, but he pitched a good amount there. He didn't have a very good junior year though.
Still,
Was it better than a 7 ERA?
Barely. It was better than 6.
Barely.
5.77. But he pitched out of the bullpen a little bit last year for Bradenton. He didn't start any games though. Pitched 9 games out of the bullpen last year, 10 2/3 innings. Lots of walks. Lots of walks. He struck out 19 in those 10 2/3 innings, but he also walked 8.
So it's just nice seeing some velocity again.
Yeah, all these guys
Like
have
2020 to 2021. It felt like everyone that got called up, it was the same type of guy. Just unimpressive. Pray they can get through a few innings.
Yeah, there's 97.
There's at least there's some juice here.
Yeah.
It's like Neil Huntington again. It's just you
Yeah.
throw hard, we'll take you.
Nice pitch. Got him. It was a nice looking slider too. I mean, it was tight, but looks like it had some late movement. He's hitting his spots too with these fastballs.
Yeah, and it looks like he has a little bit of run on the fastball too.
Mm-hmm.
It's running in on the righty.
Yeah, a little too high there.
I feel like a night game at Lecon would be kind of cool.
I've been to a few.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, when it's hot, it's definitely nicer to be at night.
Yeah.
Especially during the summer. If you're going during like a Bradenton Marauders
Right.
game, it gets hot. It gets hot. I think we got a guest joining us though.
Yes, we do. Pitch clock violation. So there's a third out.
There
So
you
as
go.
we're in between innings, let's go ahead and bring him on.
Let's do it.
There's Nutsy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good,
What's
buddy. How about
happening?
you?
Good. Timing immaculate, right? Nothing like a pitch clock violation to end an inning. You really get the juices flowing.
Exactly.
So
That's how
I
you had a good outing.
yeah, I was gonna say I've had the game on my TV. Obviously, they were dropping all sorts of MLB The Show news that I'm like trying to keep up with. And I know I'm coming in a little bit late here, but that Paul Skenes guy, kind of good.
Kind of good, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he might have a future in this league.
So Nutsy, for those who, I mean, I think most people know who you are here, but if they don't, introduce yourself. What kind of stuff do you do?
Yeah, so I am a kind of variety content creator. I focus mostly on making content around sports video games. My primary game is MLB The Show. I'm a really, really big Pirate fan, so it kind of makes sense that my love of baseball would kind of bleed over into my content creation. So MLB The Show early release launches tonight, so I'm doing double duty right now, trying to get ready for that, and also trying to watch Spring Breakout. Lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I was say it's gonna be a long day for you because you're gonna go live tonight, right, for launch. And then are you just like staying up all night?
No. So I did take tomorrow off work. Took my PTO. We are locked and loaded for that, but I'll be live until probably 4 a.m. ish Eastern today or this morning, and then we'll jump back around and maybe go live around 10 a.m. Eastern or so tomorrow morning for probably 12 hours, 13 hours. Those opening day streams they're brutal.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot of fun. I'm already planning on, once this is done, I think I already took a little bit of a nap right after work. I might go for like a second nap and then just like maybe pound an energy drink and just try to stay up as long as I can. It's gonna mess my sleep schedule up, but I plan on doing a little bit of the show tonight. That's for sure.
That's a good call. They I don't know if you've been kind of locked in with this, so you haven't really been able to follow what I'm tweeting or anything like that. They gave us some juicy members of a Pirates themed team with the content they're dropping. They're dropping a 85 overall Termar for the Spring Breakout program.
Okay.
A 90 overall Paul Skenes in a pack that you can grab along with Jackson Holiday and I'm blanking on his name, but the catcher kid for the Padres that everyone's raving about right
Ethan
now.
Salas.
Yeah, Salas. Yeah. So Skenes, and then you get a 91 overall Kutch in the Rank Seasons program.
Okay.
And that Kutch looks awesome. Like, I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to grind that bad boy out real quick. But then they showed some other cards, like Jay Hayes getting an 81 or 82 overall card. AJ Burnett's getting a card. All sorts of fun people getting Pirate cards.
Tony Blanco Jr. base hit. He's a big boy.
He's a big dude.
That guy's huge.
That's an understatement. And literally a boy, because he's not even like a man yet.
Right.
I can't believe I forgot to pre-order the show.
Yeah, you got to get on that.
I think, right? I think you can still do it.
All right, as soon as this game's over, I got to go pre-order it.
Yeah, because you get it at midnight.
11:59 Eastern.
Yeah.
As long as
if I don't do it today, how long do I have to wait?
Tuesday. Although you could theoretically buy the digital deluxe version tomorrow and be able to start playing tomorrow, but you do lose some of the pre-order stuff.
Yeah, you get extra stuff for pre-ordering, so you might as well pre-order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to do that as soon as we get off here.
And then we can just do MLB The Show all weekend.
That's my plan.
That sounds like a good
plan. As much
plan.
as I can.
So, being that I had to watch a lot of this with the mute on, who has impressed so far?
Paul Skenes.
Paul Skenes looked really, really good. Hunter Barco. Yeah, Hunter Barco looked really good too. He pitched 2 innings. He only threw 5 pitches his first inning, and so they sent him out for another one. Those 2 have been the most impressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, Skenes, the back-to-back strikeouts and the 3-pitch strikeout to start the game is, man.
And then, striking out Holiday too. That's always fun.
Castillo with a nice little bloop.
You forgot to mention Mitch Jeb.
Yeah, Jace Bowen, 2 for 2. Jace Bowen.
Shaylin Polanco up.
Yeah. Ooh, let's get a Shaylin Polanco 3-run homer.
That would be nice.
I think it's
this is the part of the game I'm intrigued about, because these are a lot of guys coming into the game now that you haven't seen yet. Polanco is now off the bat. Like, if we get De Los Santos in here soon.
Well, Pirates really do have a fun grouping of prospects for this, and we lost Solometo and Harrington, right? So
yeah, that would have been nice to see both of them.
Speaking of a card, I want an MLB The Show. Solometo with that pitch, the 3/4 delivery would dominate.
I agree. He had that like Chris Sale arm action.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what a spring by Chris Sale right now.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Jesus. How the
He's on-
Braves keep getting away with it.
I'll say the Braves just like stole him too. Like,
Yes. And then signed him. Like, you belong to me.
the Braves are just
Oh.
such a good organization. Oh, he slipped on the bag there. I think that might have
Uh-oh.
saved
Yeah,
us
looks
now.
like-
Ooh, Bowen,
Just tweak
Yeah,
something.
he's-
yeah, like jammed his wrist
Wrist.
there or something, maybe. I always used to do that when I slid, like when I was a kid. I would slide and I would put my left hand down and I'd like jam my wrist.
Should have been a better athlete.
You ain't lying.
It happened to Jace Bowen. Oh, there's your boy.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
first time it ever happened.
Oh, hey, sack fly though.
It's a hard
Yeah.
hit ball too. Thought it was going to carry over the center fielder's head.
Oh, 2 outs. Okay, there we go. Are they gonna appeal this?
Yeah.
There would be no reason to leave early here. All
Safe.
right, good.
Just curious who gets to come in for the last inning.
Is this a 9
So
inning
we've
game?
got-
Or is it 7?
There's a 7-inning
Seven-inning
game. Yeah. So we got this, and then we really just have 3 more outs after this since we're winning. So what time are you going live tonight, Nutsy?
I will be live tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, so 9 p.m. my time. So we still have a little
Okay,
bit of time, a
11
little bit of
Eastern.
downtime. I'm
Okay.
going to have to hit it hard, dude. I'm going to need to hit some hydration, start dumping the energy drinks in me.
You're just gonna be Diamond Dynasty?
Yeah, my 30-year-old body is not built for this anymore.
Thank you. They don't get it.
Yeah, dude. I could, if I was 23, I could pull an all-nighter.
We're old, Tyler. What do you mean we don't get it?
You guys have this weird thing where you can stay up till 4 a.m. and then wake up at 6.
Oh yeah, that's an old person thing though. So
Exactly.
We haven't hit
We're
that
like at
point
that-
where we can
we're
function
almost
off of
old.
two hours of sleep. It's just like we're exhausted if we don't get enough sleep.
Well, I think I'm still exhausted, but it's like you just deal with it, right?
Just
like
do
just
it.
like suck it up.
Sleeping's
Be a
dumb
man.
anyway.
Be a man. We're 40.
Oh, no. Hold on. Jim, don't let Donardo sit over there and say sleeping's dumb whenever we had to wait on him to wake up every single day.
That's true. Denard. Oh my God. Yeah, let's not get into that. Yeah, just suck it up, guys.
They make fun of me because I like to go to bed early. But guess who's up and ready to go?
Yeah, see, I will just suffer, right? Like I don't like to go to bed early. I'll roll into bed at midnight, 1 a.m., and then just have to get up at 6 or 7. And every day I'm more exhausted because of it, but I refuse to go to bed earlier. So it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I usually get 7 hours. Like that's my standard. But like if I can operate on 3.
I like 6.
It's not good.
6 is a nice sweet spot.
Yeah.
No, I would rather not operate on 3, but like I can do it every once in a while if I need to.
And we get
But
Bubba Chandler to close it
7's
out.
what I'll get.
Chandler to close? Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, Bubba,
Okay.
we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's had uncomfortable conversations with Paul Skenes.
Oh, absolutely. Like I feel like it has to have happened.
I don't. So for anyone in chat who doesn't follow the Tiki Talks or the other social medias, Bubba has a exceedingly big crush on Livy Dunn and spent a whole year long after signing with the Pirates posting TikToks and tagging her in every single one. Now, of course, Livy is dating his teammate Paul Skenes.
Yeah,
So-
that is funny. They probably met this past because I think Livy was in Bradenton this past week.
Yeah.
I'm sure they met. So
You just
I didn't think about that aspect. That would
I
be
hadn't
that.
either.
How awkward is that? Like that's your crush, and the time that you meet her is because your boy's dating
your
her.
teammate, yeah.
Yeah, there was literally I've followed him on TikTok for a long time. I followed him basically since he left Clemson to come to Pittsburgh. And like it was daily, dude. It was daily. He was posting TikToks and tagging her in that.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he got rid of that mullet.
I'm
You
not.
don't like the lettuce?
No, I thought it looked terrible.
I don't know. He's still kind of.
It was the bleach blonde, like long.
Yeah, he doesn't have the
terrible
blonde
look.
anymore. Yeah.
Now it looks normal. Like you just have long hair and a hat.
But again, you just talked about 4 innings ago about the personality on this team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bubba's a personality guy.
I prefer he be a strike throwing guy.
Yeah, that was not a great slider there.
He doesn't
but,
do much of that.
Works. At least
hope
I
he's
think
both.
that was a slider. It was like 93, but it looked like it was like a cutter or slider or something. Statcast is like an hour behind, so no idea what any of these what's going on.
Everything, yeah, like our game stream, I've refreshed it. I thought it was
Yeah,
like me. It's just
Chase
the game
Bowen
stream's
just
behind.
singled on according to
Right.
baseball. So
This whole show is just there's no point of watching it for the actual information.
yeah, if you're watching, just go to the website northshore9.com. We got them both right there. So
We could probably just close out this game day and just have the 4 of us talking.
yeah, but Bubba Chandler 98, 99.
Polanco's-
Damn, that's
in this show.
gas. That's Ched.
That
He
was
would
well
have
located too.
he would have hit 3 digits if he still had the bleach blonde mullet.
I think you're right.
Right.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
99
trade-off
on the
I'll make.
wrist. Oh,
Oh.
God. Yeah. You could lip read him there.
Nah, I was on the elbow.
Did it? I thought it was like
Right, yeah,
lower
it's right inside
forearm.
of the elbow.
this dude for the Orioles looks like me if I played baseball.
I'll say he a big boy.
His
Yep.
He's got the camouflage guard too. Like he's got to be
Yeah.
from Georgia, right?
Oh yeah, definitely
He
from
looks-
Georgia.
He looks like the
That's
first.
a southern boy. Yeah.
He looks like that first round pick from Trouble with the Curve.
He does.
A little bit, yeah.
He does.
Oh, it was. the
Yeah,
inside.
elbow, left
Oh.
elbow.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hurt.
I'm in pain right now.
Bubba's like,
Suck it
damn
up.
it. They show the replay of the
Swear word.
yeah.
Love that movie on TikTok.
I'm pretty sure everybody watched that movie on TikTok. I'm in the middle of rewatching Criminal Minds on TikTok.
Mine's been Suits.
I see a lot of suits on TikTok.
Yeah. And I'm rewatching Yellowstone on TikTok as well.
I can't watch Yellowstone.
A
He just
balk.
balked too.
Oh,
Bubba, what is you doing?
Thinking about Livy.
I know.
what do you do here? I guess he moved his right foot a little bit. Like he moved it a little bit.
That's tough.
All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this off.
Ooh, Bubbles Chandler.
Ooh, that's a good pitch.
Ooh, it's perfect. It's where you want to sit with that. Top of the zone.
Tell you, that 3-1 pitch looked identical to an MLB The Show pitch.
Elevated cutter, man. Unstoppable.
Ugh.
He is all over the place.
He is.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for this Tyler pitch.
Oh, that's unhittable. You can't hit that.
Damn, dude, that's in on the hands. Good luck.
Yeah.
Unless you have
way.
unbelievable Andrew McCutcheon bat speed, you're not touching that. Wow. Okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
Bubba.
There we go. That was nice.
Damn, that pitch has a lot of movement too.
Yeah, those are good pitches. I agree, Sean. It's a future gym problem. All
Yeah,
right,
that's fair, Sean.
that should do it, right?
That's a dub.
That's it.
That does it.
Raise the Jolly Roger.
Raise it with Nutsy.
3-1. I think the Orioles only had what, one hit? Did we one hit them?
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I think so, but I can't confirm
Yeah.
because
Yeah, and it
John
was a cheap
Rhodes
punt.
just lined out.
Yeah, they had one hit and it was a bunt single.
Yeah, you can see it.
So that's
Take
Top
that.
right corner there. One hit.
Good stuff.
No Matone.
So what were we most excited about there? What impressed us the most?
Well, we know
I mean,
what impressed us the most.
yeah.
What
How
was the
about
second
outside-
most?
Outside Paul Skenes, what was most impressive?
I still think Termar is a super mature hitter for his age. And he's going up there and he's putting together big league caliber at bats at 19 years old. And that's shocking for someone who has only played 1 year of professional baseball.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this year goes for him. I really just want to know, like, hey, like, what kind of hitter are you going to be? Like, he struck out a lot, but he had a ton of power. But coming in from the draft, like, it was like this guy's going to like be competing for a batting title. Like, it's just the hit tools off the chart. So it's just I'm not sure who he is yet. So I'm curious to see just a whole full season of him and a little bit more of an upper level. To see just like, yeah, like who's this guy going to be?
Right. Yeah, I'm with that. The talent is there. I want to see more contact.
I think for me, it was Hunter Barco. Like that was my first time really seeing him. And that changeup was pretty filthy. If he can really like hone that in and if he can be like 94, 95 with that fastball with a changeup like that, like there's something there.
You're going to get outs for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. Barco was nice.
I'll talk for a second about the elephant in the room because it sounds like all of you guys have talked about the elephant in the room. Skenes is ready to pitch at a major league level, right? Like you can have the question of, okay, is he used to pitching every 5 days at a major league level? He would walk in day one and have a potential to shut down a major league lineup.
I agree with you. I have no issues with sending Paul Skenes to the minors like right now because like just like prove it, right? Like prove it in more than like a 1 inning spurt during spring training. So I'm completely fine with that. Now I'm to the point where like once you've shown you can prove it though, like get your ass up here. Yeah. That's where I'm at. But no, I mean I think he's proven that stuff is good enough to get major league hitters out. Now it's just a matter of like, can you do it consistently and can you do it for more than 1 inning at a time?
We need him not to be Quinn Priester. Is basically what you're saying. Need to be able to get through the lineup a couple of times.
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I think he's going to be he's what was advertised, right? Like I was very much banging my chest hard for Dylan Cruz in the lead up to the draft. Like I was in the Dylan Cruz camp. I wanted Dylan Cruz. I thought we needed someone in our outfield long-term prospect wise. I thought, you know, with Chandler and with Jones and with Solometo, I thought we had the pitching depth there to be able to figure it out, like the 3, 4, 5 starters and let Mitch turn into an ace and be that guy moving forward. But Paul has came in and everything that I've seen from him, I have completely changed my mind on that draft pick. And it's not like I thought Paul was going to come in and be a bad player or a bad pick, but he turned me into solidly Dylan Cruz. All I want is Dylan Cruz to, I think we might have gotten the best player in the draft when all is said and done.
Yeah, I think the way, at least back then I said, after they drafted Skenes was that like Dylan Cruz, I think he's going to be an all-star. Paul Skenes can win a Cy Young. Paul Skenes can win you a World Series. Dylan Cruz can't. But at the end of the day, that's what Paul Skenes can do for a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a good way to put it. I think Cruz has like a really high floor. Like I think Dylan Cruz is going to be like a Brian Reynolds type player in Major League Baseball, which is a very good baseball player, right? But yeah, Paul Skenes has the he has the ability and the projectability, like you said. Like there's still stuff in there that we haven't even seen. I think he has the ability to be Garrett Cole, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a difference between those two guys.
I guess that's where I'm at too. It was just like you keep hearing the best guy since Strasburg, like the comp to Strasburg. Like that's cool. And like I can see it, but it's cool hearing it. And now at the point where like I'm starting to see it. And now it's like, holy hell. What does this team have on their hands right now? And I guess again, like it's where I'm at. Like, and you talk like any prospect, you hear comps all the time, especially if you listen to Harold Reynolds on MLB. So, but you hear comps all the time, and you hear Strasburg. Like, I get that, but like still, now seeing it for the first time, like really coming out unlocked, looking the way he looks right now. And granted, it's been just a few innings, right? We're still talking about, but still, you see the talent there. And again, I mean, he was just consistently throwing 101 with no effort. And the guy has all the confidence in the world, too.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this kid.
Yeah, I think that there's maybe for the first time since 16 is the first time that I feel like I actively get excited about a Pirate season. And part of it is looking forward and seeing guys like Jared Jones on the verge of breaking out, and seeing guys like Henry come into a catcher role and seems to be doing pretty well with it and has been hitting well in the spring. I would have said last year was that year that I'm like, okay, I finally can. This might be the year that I can be excited about. But then O'Neal Cruz breaks his ankle a week into the season, and no replacement for that. That lineup was going to be so dependent on him playing up to some semblance of his potential. This year with him healthy, losing Endy really sucks because I was looking forward to seeing what he was going to be able to provide the team. But I feel like there is people on the roster that could push us to compete for some sort of title race. Part of that is because I don't think that NL Central top to bottom is the most dominant division ever, especially with guys like Devin Williams going down for 3 weeks, the Brewers trading Corbin, or 3 months, and Corbin Burns getting traded. And like, it just seems like there's a potential for the Pirates to strike while the iron is hot and the rest of the division is down. So this might be opening the championship window, quote unquote window, earlier than we anticipated, because the rest of the division isn't going to be there to beat it closed.
Yep. No, it's a good way to put it. Like I think the chance is there. I don't think they're quite there yet, but I would put 15% odds at a division title right now. Like it's not zero. Let's just say that.
Right.
Like you could see it happen.
Like I can squint hard enough this year and see a race for a division.
Yeah.
Last year before, at some points last year, yeah, but years before that, no. I couldn't.
You're just really banking on a lot of potential.
Hard enough.
Yeah. And the pitching just has to work out somehow too.
True.
And that's the biggest piece right now, is like who is going to get 9 innings worth of. I got 27 outs per game, and like who's going to do that for 162 games?
Hopefully Jordan Montgomery soon. Like that would be the dream, right?
right.
But Jared Jones could be that guy, right? I mean, he's shown a lot this spring. I don't know if the Pirates are going to want him to break out of spring training with the major league camp, but I would be excited with him going in as a 3-4-5 starter into the season.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got the longevity for it, but I mean, I think it's worth trying. It's seeing if there is. So he's in my rotation right now. Yeah, he's in my rotation.
Yeah, after the last few runs he starts, he might have passed him up.
He did.
Yeah.
As I said last time we talked, my mind will change.
Yeah, like as of right now, I'm going Ortiz Jones for those last 2 spots.
I think I'm.
But again, it could change. But like that's where I'm at right now.
Right.
I think that makes sense. And I mean, Dory's injury complicates things on the back end a little bit, but I still think that top to bottom, the bullpen is going to be probably the strength of the team, unless the bats play up to potential, because there's like 3 guys in our lineup that if they play to where they could play, and that's like Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, Henry Davis, all of a sudden you're kind of looking at a pretty good offensive squad, especially if you can get splashes out of Triolo or Leover or whoever ends up playing second base. Sawinski.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he can go back and give you 30 homers again this year, and hopefully they come in more meaningful times.
Yeah.
This lineup has the potential to be pretty decent. The bullpen is going to be potentially elite. And then if you can get league average pitching out of your 3 through 5 guys, the division is for the taking. That's a lot of what ifs to get to that, that outcome. But like, if the stars align,
but like, you're hitting on the head. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's why the potential of it is there. You know, if a lot of these what ifs happen, like, absolutely, like you said, like if Ke'Bryan can do what he did second half, if Henry Davis can do what you thought he could do, right? Like all these guys on the list offensively, and then you look at that bullpen, and right, like at least if they can like be good enough for like April, May, and June to patch things together. And hey, if Paul Skenes does come second half, then you have Paul Skenes there, and Mitch Keller. You know, like you're saying, like that's why you can see that path. It's just all of that has to happen, and where the odds of everything happening fairly low, right? So that's why you look. It's like they're probably not right, but like it could.
Mm-hmm.
And like you nail it too. Like the division is kind of weak, and yeah, like the news of Devin Williams now, like that's big news.
Who do you think is, or who do 3 of you think that is the most important to the Pirates' success this year?
Go ahead, Jim.
Henry Davis. Like I think, like if he can be who we think he can be, that just it takes away one of those black holes that we've had in the lineup since Cervelli.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and just having a catcher who can hit, like it's just it's so impactful, because then you can maybe lean on a different position to give you like really good defense where you don't have to rely on a bat. So like having that really good impact batted catcher it's like a cheat code.
True. I do wish PNC Park was configured a little bit differently for him. Being a right-handed hitter in PNC, it kind of hurts his power ability, unfortunately, a little bit.
Don't tell us to Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, fair. You can just go Oppo every time when you're a 6'6" alien. But for me personally, I think it's Ke'Bryan Hayes, because I think the Pirates have two hitters in the lineup right now that I think are pretty safely consistent hitters. I think everyone expects O'Neal Cruz to have a good season. Even if it's not like a 30-30 season, you expect him to be an above average hitter at the major league level. And you think Brian Reynolds is your man's man consistent hitter. Don't know what you're going to get as far as like the high and low end of that consistency is going to be. But if we could get a third hitter that shows up consistently and can be like a 280, 20 home run guy, which I think he totally could do. I think that would absolutely work wonders, especially considering, you know, he's the best defensive player in baseball.
Right. Yeah. No, if you get that out of Ke'Bryan Hayes, then that's another big jolt. We saw the team looked really good at the end of last year, and that Hayes played a big part in that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't say really good. They looked fine at the end of last year, but
they weren't.
But Hayes
they
played
looked
a
better
big part
than you
of that.
anticipated.
They looked fine, and they only had 2 starting pitchers. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that's all fair. I think like for me, it's just we kind of jokingly said how like everyone has like a 250% pie, and everyone has like a 50% part of it. So, like you say, Henry Davis, and I think he's a big part, but like also O'Neal Cruz, I think is too, because if he can be the guy that you're hoping for, that's huge. Because also part of it is if he's not, well, we see the depth at shortstop; it's not that good. I think like Mitch Keller is a big piece too, because if he's not, like the staff already has questions. If Mitch Keller has a down year, then like you're shot, you know. So I think like, there's a lot of guys that play a big part. But I think the three to me stand out of them. Kid Bryant, I think, is a big part too. But like, I guess he's going to be a 3-WAR player, like regardless. You know what I mean? So like, you're comfortable knowing that he's a 3-WAR player. He could be a 5-WAR. He could be more, right? But like, he's going to be a 3-WAR player. Where like, oh no, Cruz, I'm feeling less question marks now, seeing his spring. But it's like what is he? You know, is he a superstar in the making? Because if so, then that's a big part for this team. He could help carry them there. Yeah.
But O'Neal has been interesting to watch over the last like week and a half as he's starting to get more at bats. The patience he is showing, and like he is, I don't know really how to put it. He's aggressive on the right pitches. Like it's crazy how much it's his eye and his ability to determine what pitches are coming has developed since the last time we saw him for a full season. And it's really a testament to the work he's putting in, because obviously he had to spend a fair amount of last year not training and not having live ABs and not being able to put in that kind of work. But he seems to have very, very much matured as a hitter.
Yeah, from a plate discipline standpoint, he's not the same guy he was in 2022.
Yeah, we started to see that last year too in spring as well, and even before he went down. Like in spring, he looked a lot different the first week last year. I think he was walking like 15% of the time or something. He was up there.
Yeah,
and he's striking out like 20.
Yeah.
So it seems to have carried over, which is good
right now.
I mean, that's fair. Rising tides do lift all ships as far as it goes. Like if Cruz is a 30-30, 40-40 guy, the amount of protection he is going to create for the people in the lineup around him, like Key and Brian Reynolds, is going to mean a lot. And it's less of a Pirate take, but like I'm curious to see what impact Juan Soto being in the Yankees lineup has for Aaron Judge, right? Like anytime you can bring in one of those type of guys, it has such a massive impact on the other people in your lineup, because it takes a lot of the pressure off. And obviously that guy's going to get the pitcher's best pitches. And I think that O'Neal could, I guess, theoretically be that guy for the Pirates lineup.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, I think it's like I'm excited for the season. The expectations aren't high, but I'm excited for the season for all the things we talked about. There's definitely a lot of exciting, interesting parts.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Nutsy, you got a stream to get ready for tonight, right?
Yeah, it's time to start grinding again.
So I'll say
Should
this.
be a good time,
Appreciate you coming on.
Of course.
It was fun. We'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, and had I known, so here's the thing. Had I known that you guys were seems like you guys were kind of waiting on me a little bit, I would have jumped in a little bit earlier. I thought I had a second after, but I didn't realize. The other thing is I didn't realize it was a 7-inning game. So that changed things a little bit. So anytime you guys, want me around, I'm just a DM away.
Sounds good. No, yeah, thanks for hopping in here. I'm excited. I'm excited for your MLB The Show stuff coming up.
Tell everyone where they can find you right now, too.
Yeah, so you can find me over on Twitter at NutsyPoo_TTV. My primary platforms that I stream on are Twitch at NutsyPoo and TikTok at NutsyPoo. It's going to be a fun year, man. MLB The Show seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And even, in a couple of months, we're going to transition slightly away from MLB The Show because NCAA football comes out. And we haven't seen NCAA football in 10 years. And I could not be any more excited to get that back.
Oh, yeah.
Chub.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Good stuff.
Well, yep. Appreciate you coming on. We'll get out of here. Everyone who was watching, thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.